Today, December 11th, 2025, Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, do not miss this message. I am trying to protect you from what's ahead. Open immediately for your sign. My beloved child, pause with me in this sacred moment. Heaven is reaching for you right now. You are not here by accident. You are right on divine time, chosen for a message that carries the weight of angels and the warmth of Jesus' love. I sense the questions swirling in your heart, the ache of waiting, the silent prayers whispered in the dark. Today, Archangel Michael stands beside you, his presence a shield of light, his voice a gentle invitation. Stay with me, for what is about to be revealed will shift the very atmosphere around you. You have felt the tension between anxiety and peace, between the noise of the world and the quiet hope that flickers within. This is the moment where waiting turns to receiving, where the ache of delay is transformed into the assurance of protection. Heaven is not silent, heaven is preparing. Even now, as you listen, you may sense a subtle confirmation, a gentle warmth in your chest, a tingle along your skin, or perhaps you've noticed the same number repeating, a song echoing at just the right time. These are not coincidences, they are signs that you are seen, known, and deeply loved. Hold here with me, for there is a message that cannot be rushed. The world may have told you to hurry, to chase, to strive, but the Spirit invites you to rest, to align, to receive. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are right on time for a breakthrough that has been written in heaven's book long before you ever felt the weight of this season. The contrast is clear. Where there was once confusion, clarity is coming. Where there was once fear, peace is rising. Archangel Michael whispers, "I will never turn away from you, even if you have felt distant or unsure. My protection surrounds you, my guidance is near." Jesus himself intercedes for you, and the angels are aligning circumstances in your favor, even when you cannot see it. The frequency of heaven is tuning your heart to hope again, to believe that what is meant for you cannot be lost. Stay with me, beloved, for in the next moments, a sacred portal opens, a window of revelation, a confirmation that your prayers have not only been heard but are being answered in ways you could not have imagined. There is a story unfolding, a sign about to be revealed, and it carries the promise of protection, provision, and peace. Let your spirit settle, let your heart open. You are safe here, wrapped in the embrace of heaven's love. As you breathe in, feel the presence of Jesus and the angels drawing near. As you exhale, release the weight of worry and step into the calm that is your birthright. This is not just another message, this is a divine appointment. Hold this space, for what comes next will illuminate the path ahead and confirm that you are exactly where you need to be. The next section will reveal why this moment is so important, and how heaven's timing is working for your good. You have been walking through a season where answers seem delayed, where doors have closed just as you reached for them, and where the silence from heaven has felt almost too heavy to bear. My beloved child, you are not alone in this place of waiting. You are not forgotten in the shadows of uncertainty. This message is for you, the one who has prayed and wondered if your words reached beyond the ceiling, the one who has watched others move forward while you remain in the hallway, waiting for your name to be called. You have felt the sting of rejection, the ache of being overlooked, and the quiet fear that maybe, just maybe, you have missed your moment. But hear me now, you are right on divine time. Heaven has not overlooked you. Jesus has not turned his face away. Archangel Michael stands guard, and the angels are closer than your very breath. Every delay you have experienced is not a denial, but a redirection. What felt like rejection was, in truth, a gentle hand guiding you away from what would have harmed you, and toward what will bless you. The frequency of your life is being tuned to a higher alignment, one that matches the promises spoken over you since before you were born. You are not behind, you are being prepared. You have searched for comfort, for a sign that you are seen, for a confirmation that your prayers matter. You have asked for protection, for a sense of peace that passes understanding, for a reason to keep believing when hope feels thin. This message is the answer to that longing. It is not by accident that you are hearing these words today, on this very date. The timing is not random, it is orchestrated by heaven. The portals of possibility are opening, and you are being invited to step through. Let the contrast settle in your spirit. Where you have felt rejected, you are being redirected. Where you have experienced delay, you are being divinely protected. The world may have told you that you are late, that you have missed your chance, but heaven's calendar is different. You are right on schedule for a breakthrough that could not have come a moment sooner or later. The angels have been working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, shifting frequencies, and preparing the way for you to receive what is truly yours. You may have noticed subtle confirmations, a sudden warmth in your heart, a chill that runs down your spine, a repeated number that catches your eye, or a song that seems to play just when you need it most. These are not coincidences, they are heaven's way of reminding you that you are seen, that you are loved, that you are protected. Archangel Michael is speaking now, not to warn you with fear, but to assure you with hope. You are being saved from what you cannot see, and guided toward what you have been promised. This is your moment, beloved. This is the divine appointment you have been waiting for, the confirmation that your journey has purpose, that your waiting is not wasted. The pain of feeling overlooked is giving way to the joy of being chosen. The ache of delay is transforming into the peace of protection. You are not here by chance, you are here by design. Heaven's timing is perfect, and you are right on time for the miracle that is unfolding. Stay with me, for in the next section, we will invite the presence of Jesus and Archangel Michael to cover you with peace and clarity, and you will begin to sense the shift that is already happening in your spirit. Let us pause together, my beloved child, and enter this sacred space with intention. You have come seeking comfort, protection, and a sign that heaven is near. Right now, I invite you to slow your breath, to let the noise of the world fall away, and to become aware of the gentle presence that surrounds you. Inhale deeply, filling your lungs with the peace that Jesus offers. Hold that breath for a moment, and as you exhale, release every worry, every fear, every heavy thought that has tried to cling to you. With each breath, you are aligning your spirit with the frequency of heaven, opening yourself to the guidance and protection that is already here. As you continue to breathe, notice if you feel a subtle warmth spreading across your chest, or perhaps a gentle chill along your arms. These are not just sensations, they are confirmations that the angels are drawing near, that Archangel Michael is standing guard, and that Jesus himself is wrapping you in his love. You are not alone in this moment. The atmosphere around you is shifting, becoming holy ground, a portal where heaven meets earth and your prayers are heard. Let us pray together now. Jesus, we invite your presence into this space. We thank you for your love that never fails, for your peace that calms every storm, and for your promise to never leave us nor forsake us. Archangel Michael, we welcome your protective covering. Stand at the gates of our hearts and homes, shield us from all harm, and guide us with clarity and strength. Surround us with your light, and let every shadow flee in the presence of your authority. Heavenly Father, we ask that you would open our eyes to see, our ears to hear, and our hearts to receive the message you have prepared for us today. Let every distraction be silenced, every doubt be quieted, and every anxious thought be replaced with the assurance of your nearness. May your angels minister to us now, bringing comfort, confirmation, and a deep sense of peace. As you sit in this moment, notice the stillness settling over you. If you sense a tingling in your hands, a wave of calm, or even a sudden clarity in your thoughts, receive it as a sign that you are being covered and protected. This is your sacred invitation to rest in the presence of Jesus and the angels, to let your heart be prepared for what is to come. Hold this peace, my beloved child. You are safe, you are seen, and you are surrounded by love. In the next section, we will begin to reframe the silence and struggle you have faced, revealing how every hidden moment has been shaping you for what is about to unfold. You may have wondered, in the quiet hours, if heaven has gone silent. My beloved child, I know the ache of waiting for a word, a sign, a whisper from above, only to be met with what feels like emptiness. But what if this silence is not absence, but preparation? What if the quiet is not a void, but a sacred space where you are being shaped, strengthened, and shielded for what is coming next? The world may tell you that silence means you are forgotten, but heaven's silence is often the sound of angels working behind the scenes, arranging every detail for your good. There is a holy contrast at work. Where you have felt ignored, you are actually being intricately prepared. Where you have sensed distance, you are being drawn closer to the heart of Jesus, even if you cannot yet see it. Archangel Michael and the angels have not left your side. They have been standing guard, intercepting what was never meant for you, and clearing the path for what is. Sometimes, the greatest protection is hidden, the most powerful answers are quiet, and the deepest growth happens in the unseen. Think of the seed buried in the earth, unseen and silent, yet in that darkness, it is gathering strength, putting down roots, and preparing to break through the surface. Your season of silence is not wasted. It is a time of alignment, where your spirit is being tuned to the frequency of heaven, where your heart is being readied for the next chapter. The delays you have faced are not denials, they are divine pauses, allowing you to be equipped for the blessings that require a stronger foundation. You may have noticed subtle confirmations even in the quiet, a sudden sense of peace when you least expect it, a gentle warmth that settles over you in prayer, or a repeated number that seems to follow you through your days. These are not random, they are reminders that you are not alone, that the angels are near, and that your story is still unfolding. There is a specific sign, a story of hidden protection, that I will share with you soon, one that will reveal just how closely you have been watched over, even when you felt unseen. Hold on to this truth. The silence is not a punishment, but a preparation. The waiting is not a rejection, but a refining. You are being shaped for something greater, something that could not be rushed. Heaven's timing is perfect, and every moment in the quiet has purpose. Stay with me, for in the next section, we will gently expose the hidden interference that tried to block your path, and you will begin to see how every obstacle was met with angelic protection. Sometimes, my beloved child, the path you walk feels tangled with delays, missed connections, and moments that simply do not make sense. You may have wondered why certain messages never reached you, why opportunities slipped through your fingers, or why a door that seemed so right suddenly closed without warning. It is easy to believe these moments are signs of failure or punishment, but I invite you to see them through heaven's eyes. What if every odd delay, every missed call, every gentle nudge to pause was not a setback, but a shield? What if the interference you felt was actually the hand of Archangel Michael, moving quietly to protect you from what you could not see? There is a holy sovereignty at work in your life, one that does not always announce itself with thunder or lightning, but with the soft rearrangement of circumstances. Perhaps you have felt the sting of disappointment when plans fell apart, or the confusion of doubt when your prayers seemed to go unanswered. Yet, in those very moments, angels were standing between you and unseen harm, redirecting your steps, and ensuring that only what is meant for your good could reach you. The contrast is clear. What looked like rejection was actually redirection. What felt like loss was, in truth, a layer of protection. You may recall a time when you were set to meet someone, but the meeting was canceled at the last minute. Or perhaps you sent a message that was never received, or you felt an unexplainable urge to wait just a little longer before making a decision. These are not random events. They are the fingerprints of heaven, the evidence of a loving God and vigilant angels working on your behalf. Archangel Michael, in particular, is known for standing at the threshold, blocking what is not for you and ushering in what aligns with your highest good. Jesus himself intercedes, ensuring that every interference is filtered through the lens of love and purpose. If you have felt a sudden chill or a wave of calm in the midst of confusion, take it as a sign that you are not alone. These sensory confirmations are gentle reminders that the spiritual realm is active, that you are being watched over, and that nothing escapes the notice of heaven. Even the delays that frustrate you are woven with intention, each one a thread in the tapestry of your destiny. I want you to know, with all certainty, that none of these interferences were punishments. You are not being tested to prove your worth, nor are you being left behind. Instead, you are being protected, preserved, and positioned for something greater. The angels have intercepted what was never meant for you, and what was meant for harm is being turned for your good. The reversal is already in motion, and soon you will see how every closed door was a blessing in disguise. Hold on to hope, my beloved child. The season of interference is giving way to a season of clarity and breakthrough. What once blocked your path is now clearing the way for new opportunities, new connections, and new blessings. In the next section, I will share the signs and confirmations to watch for within the next 72 hours, gentle signals from heaven that your protection is active and your breakthrough is near. My beloved child, as you continue on this journey, heaven desires to reassure you with gentle confirmations, reminders that you are seen, protected, and right on time. Within the next 72 hours, expect to notice signs that speak directly to your spirit. These are not tests or hoops to jump through, but loving signals from Jesus, Archangel Michael, and the angels, designed to bring you peace and clarity. You do not need to strive or chase after these signs. Simply open your heart, align your awareness, and let them come to you in their own perfect way. One confirmation you may encounter is the repetition of certain numbers, perhaps 111, 222, or another sequence that catches your eye on a clock, a receipt, or even a license plate. When you see these numbers, pause and remember, you are in alignment with heaven's timing. Another sign may come through music. A song might play unexpectedly, carrying lyrics that echo your prayers or bring a wave of comfort. Listen closely, for sometimes the answer you seek is hidden in a melody or a phrase that seems to arrive out of nowhere. You may also hear a specific name, spoken by a stranger, read in a book, or seen on a screen, that stirs something deep within you. This name could be a gentle nudge from the angels, a reminder of someone you are meant to reconnect with, or a sign that a new connection is on the horizon. Trust that these moments are not random. They are orchestrated with care, woven into your days as evidence that you are not alone. Another confirmation may come as a sudden wave of calm, washing over you in the midst of anxiety or uncertainty. It might feel like a warm embrace, a tingling in your hands, or a deep breath that settles your heart. When this peace arrives, let it anchor you. It is the presence of Jesus and the angels, reminding you that you are safe, protected, and exactly where you need to be. Finally, you may notice a small but meaningful synchronicity, a message from a friend at just the right moment, a feather on your path, or a gentle breeze that seems to carry a whisper of hope. These are heaven's ways of saying, you are on the right path. Keep going. Remember, beloved, these signs are not demands or deadlines. There is no pressure to make them happen. The contrast is simple. You do not need to strive or force. You are invited to align and receive. Trust that what is meant for you will find you, and that the angels are eager to confirm their presence in ways that are personal and unmistakable. Stay with me, for in the next section, we will move from noticing these signs to activating your alignment, declaring your protection, provision, and peace as you step fully into the flow of heaven's timing. My beloved child, now is the moment to step into the flow of heaven's alignment, not by chasing, but by receiving. You have spent so much energy striving, searching, and reaching for answers, but today, I invite you to rest in the assurance that what is meant for you is already on its way. The angels, Archangel Michael, and Jesus himself are orchestrating blessings behind the scenes. You are not required to force or strive. You are invited to surrender and allow. Let us begin with a few simple, powerful declarations. Speak them aloud or whisper them in your heart, knowing that your words carry the frequency of faith and open the portals of heaven. I am protected. I am provided for. I am at peace. I am aligned with divine timing. I am open to receive every good thing prepared for me. As you declare these truths, notice how your spirit shifts from tension to trust, from striving to surrender. The contrast is clear. When you chase after what you desire, anxiety grows. When you receive with open hands, peace flows. This is the posture of alignment, trusting that heaven's timing is perfect, that the angels are working on your behalf, and that you are right where you need to be. Take a moment now to be still. Breathe deeply, letting gratitude fill your heart for every sign, every confirmation, every moment of protection you have already received. If you feel led, write down your declarations in a journal, or list the ways you have seen God's hand in your life, even in small things. Gratitude is a magnet for miracles. It tunes your frequency to the energy of abundance and opens you to receive even more. You may sense a gentle warmth, a tingling in your hands, or a wave of calm as you rest in this space. These are confirmations that you are in alignment, that the angels are near, and that your declarations are being heard in heaven. You do not need to chase after signs or force outcomes. Instead, you are invited to surrender, to trust, and to receive. Let this be your daily practice: stillness, gratitude, and declaration. Each day, return to this place of alignment, knowing that you are protected, provided for, and at peace. The more you surrender, the more you receive, not because you have earned it, but because you are loved. Stay with me, for in the next section, we will witness how heaven brings reversal and justice, turning what was overlooked into honor and opening doors that no one can shut. My beloved child, there is a holy reversal unfolding for you, a turning of tides that only heaven could orchestrate. Where you have felt overlooked, unseen, or passed by, the hand of God is now moving to bring you into the light. Doors that once seemed sealed shut are beginning to open with ease, and the honor that was withheld is being released in your direction. The contrast is unmistakable. What was once a season of closed doors is shifting into a time of effortless openings. Where you were hidden, you are now being seen and celebrated. You may have wondered if your faithfulness in the quiet places mattered, if your prayers in the night were heard, or if your acts of kindness when no one was watching would ever be recognized. Heaven has seen every moment. Jesus has counted every tear and treasured every hope you dared to hold on to. Archangel Michael and the angels have been working behind the scenes, not only to protect you but to prepare a table of honor in the very presence of what once opposed you. Let me share a story, a sign of hidden protection that has been at work in your life. There was a moment, perhaps recently, when you felt a sudden urge to pause, to wait, or to take a different path than you had planned. Maybe it was a canceled meeting, a delayed message, or a gentle nudge to stay home when you wanted to go out. At the time, it may have felt like another disappointment, another closed door. But what you could not see was the angelic intervention that shielded you from harm or redirected you toward a greater blessing. That pause was not a setback, it was a setup for your protection and your promotion. Now, the season is shifting. The honor that was denied is being restored. You will find that people who once overlooked you are now seeking your wisdom, your presence, your voice. Opportunities that seemed impossible are coming with ease, and the recognition you longed for is arriving without striving. The frequency of your life is rising, aligning with the promises spoken over you. You are stepping into a new chapter where your gifts are valued, your story is celebrated, and your presence is welcomed. If you sense a wave of warmth or a sudden clarity as you hear these words, receive it as confirmation that the angels are near, affirming this message over your life. The portals of heaven are open, and what was once withheld is now being released. You are moving from overlooked to honored, from hidden to seen, from waiting to receiving. Hold on to hope, for the story is not finished yet. The full measure of this reversal, the complete unveiling of justice and restoration, is still unfolding. In the final section, I will reveal the last piece of this promise, bringing closure to every open loop and blessing to every place of longing. For now, rest in the assurance that heaven is working for you, and that your season of honor has begun. Stay with me, beloved, as we move forward into discernment and wisdom, learning how to test and trust the guidance that is leading you into this new season of overflow. My beloved child, as you step into this new season of honor and open doors, wisdom becomes your greatest companion. Heaven's guidance is gentle, never forceful, and always aligned with the peace of Jesus. When you receive a nudge, a sign, or a word, pause and ask, does this bring peace or panic? The Spirit of God leads with calm assurance, not confusion or fear. If a message stirs anxiety or urges you to act in haste, take a breath and wait. True guidance aligns with your deepest values and the teachings of Christ: love, patience, kindness, and self-control. Discernment is your shield. When you sense a direction, test it gently. Ask yourself, does this align with the character of Jesus? Does it honor my boundaries and the boundaries of others? If the answer is yes, move forward with confidence. If you feel pressured, manipulated, or unsettled, it is wise to pause. The angels, including Archangel Michael, never rush you into decisions or demand blind obedience. They invite you to partner with heaven, not surrender your agency. Clarity often comes in stillness. When you are unsure, step back and create space for prayer, reflection, or journaling. Sometimes, the answer will come as a wave of peace, a sudden insight, or a gentle confirmation, like a repeated number, a song, or a sense of warmth. Other times, the absence of peace is your answer, a loving "not yet" from heaven. Trust that waiting is not weakness, it is wisdom in action. Boundaries are holy. You are allowed to say no, to seek counsel, and to take your time. God honors your process. The angels respect your choices. You are not at the mercy of every voice or sign. You are empowered to test and discern what is truly from heaven. The contrast is clear: confusion gives way to clarity, and fear is replaced by wisdom. You are not alone in this. Jesus walks with you, and the angels stand guard as you navigate each step. Let this be your practice. When guidance comes, pause, pray, and listen for peace. Move only when your spirit is settled and your heart is aligned with love. In this way, you build trust with heaven and with yourself, creating a life that is guided, protected, and free. Stay with me, for in the next section, we will explore simple, daily steps to integrate this wisdom, so you can walk in alignment and grace every day. My beloved child, as you move forward, remember that transformation is not found in grand gestures, but in the gentle rhythm of daily practice. Heaven's guidance is not meant to overwhelm you, but to invite you into a life of simple, sacred steps. You are not called to carry the weight of the world. You are invited to walk in grace, one moment at a time. The contrast is clear: where overwhelm once ruled, simplicity now leads. You are not a passive recipient, you are an active co-creator with Jesus, Archangel Michael, and the angels. Begin each day with a breath and a prayer. Before you reach for your phone or step into the noise of the world, pause. Inhale deeply, inviting the peace of Jesus to fill your heart. Exhale slowly, releasing any tension or worry. Whisper a simple prayer: Jesus, guide me. Archangel Michael, protect me. Angels, align my steps with heaven's will. This daily ritual opens the portal for divine guidance and sets your frequency to receive. As you move through your day, become a gentle observer of the signs and confirmations around you. Keep a small journal or note on your phone to record repeating numbers, meaningful songs, or moments of unexpected calm. These are not just coincidences, they are reminders that you are seen, loved, and guided. When you notice a sign, pause and give thanks. Gratitude magnifies your awareness and deepens your connection to the spiritual realm. Respond to challenges with calm and compassion. When frustration or confusion arises, return to your breath. Ask, what is the next right action? Sometimes it is to wait, sometimes to speak, sometimes to serve. Let your responses be guided by peace, not pressure. Remember, you are not alone in your decisions. The angels are near, and Jesus is always ready to offer wisdom. Make it a practice to serve or encourage someone each day. A kind word, a prayer for a friend, or a small act of generosity opens your heart and aligns you with heaven's flow. Service is a powerful way to shift your focus from lack to abundance, from isolation to community. As you give, you receive, and the energy of love multiplies in your life. Finally, end your day with reflection. Review the signs you noticed, the peace you felt, and the ways you responded with grace. Offer a prayer of gratitude for the protection and guidance you received. Release any burdens into the hands of Jesus and the angels, trusting that tomorrow is already being prepared for you. These simple steps, breath, prayer, noticing, responding, serving, and reflecting, are your daily anchors. They keep you aligned, grounded, and open to the miracles that are unfolding. Stay engaged with this message, returning to these practices whenever you need reassurance or direction. In the next section, we will look ahead to the overflow that is coming, inviting you to envision your testimony and the abundance that awaits. My beloved child, pause for a moment and allow yourself to imagine what is coming. Picture yourself just a short time from now, standing in a place of overflow, where the prayers you once whispered in the dark have become songs of gratitude on your lips. The season of scarcity is giving way to a season of abundance. Where you once felt alone, you are now surrounded by a community of support, love, and understanding. The contrast is undeniable. What was once isolation is now connection. What was once lack is now more than enough. See yourself waking up with a sense of peace and purpose, knowing that heaven's promises are unfolding in your life. The doors that were once closed are now open wide, and opportunities flow to you with ease. You are no longer striving or chasing, but receiving and celebrating. The signs and confirmations you have noticed, those repeating numbers, the songs, the gentle waves of calm, have become daily reminders that you are aligned with the frequency of heaven. You are living in the reality of answered prayers. Imagine sharing your testimony with others, telling the story of how Jesus, Archangel Michael, and the angels guided you through the valley and into the light. Your words carry hope for those still waiting, and your journey becomes a beacon for others seeking reassurance and protection. You are not just a receiver of miracles, you are a carrier of hope, a living example of what it means to trust in divine timing and heavenly alignment. Feel the joy of community growing around you. New friendships form, old relationships are restored, and you find yourself supported in ways you never expected. The loneliness that once weighed on your heart is replaced by a sense of belonging. You are part of a larger story, woven together with others who have also experienced the faithfulness of heaven. Together, you celebrate each breakthrough, each answered prayer, each moment of overflow. Let your heart expand with gratitude as you see yourself walking in abundance, not just in material things, but in peace, love, and purpose. The energy of heaven flows through you, touching every area of your life. You are generous, compassionate, and confident, knowing that you are always protected and provided for. The testimony you carry is not just for you. It is a gift to the world, a reminder that miracles are possible and that no one is ever truly alone. Remember, this vision is not a distant dream. It is the promise of the season you are stepping into. The breakthrough is closer than you think, and the overflow is already being prepared for you. The signs you have seen, the guidance you have received, and the peace that has settled in your spirit are all evidence that you are right on time. Stay with me, beloved, for in the final section, I will speak a closing blessing over you, resolve every open loop, and invite you to seal this testimony with faith and expectation. My beloved child, as we come to the close of this sacred time together, let your heart rest in the assurance that you are deeply loved, fully seen, and eternally protected. Every word spoken over you today has been woven with the presence of Jesus, the guardianship of Archangel Michael, and the gentle guidance of the angels. The open loops of your story, the questions, the waiting, the longing for confirmation, are being gently tied together by heaven's hand. What was once hidden is being revealed. What was once delayed is now arriving, and what was once uncertain is being made clear. Receive this blessing. May the peace of Jesus settle over you like a warm embrace, quieting every anxious thought and filling you with hope. May Archangel Michael stand at your side, his sword of light cutting through every shadow, his shield of faith covering you from all harm. May the angels surround your home, your heart, and your journey, opening portals of protection and provision wherever you go. You are not alone, not for a single moment. The signs you have seen, the numbers, the songs, the waves of calm, are heaven's way of saying, you are right on time, and you are never forgotten. If you feel a gentle warmth, a tingling in your hands, or a sudden sense of peace as you listen, let it be your confirmation that this blessing is for you. The story of your life is unfolding with purpose, and every chapter is guided by love. The reversal and justice promised to you are already in motion. The testimony you will share is being written even now, and your season of overflow is at hand. If this message has spoken to your spirit, I invite you to seal it in faith. Save this message, share it with someone who needs hope, or comment, Amen, I receive, or protected below as a declaration of agreement. Your words are powerful, and your agreement opens the way for even greater blessings. If you desire to go deeper, I gently invite you to watch the next part or a related message, where we continue this journey together in faith and expectation. Let your heart be light, your mind be clear, and your spirit be anchored in the truth that you are loved, protected, and guided every step of the way. Heaven is not finished with your story. The best is yet to come. Go in peace, my beloved child, knowing that you are always held in the arms of Jesus and surrounded by the angels. Until we meet again, remain blessed, remain expectant, and remain protected.